welcome my fellow followers of chaos to another Total War campaign focus, the series where I play the first few years of a Total War campaign and show you what to expect and then deliver my final opinions and maybe some tips, depending on if there are some tips to give. So, to finish off the Longbeards DLC, I thought I might as well just put out the Burgundians video, because we looked at the elements, we just looked at the Longbeards, so now we're going to finish it off with the Burgundians, and then I'll probably finish off the Barbarian Kingdoms by doing the Franks and Saxons. But yeah, the Burgundians. So your faction leader is Gebeka, that's this fine gentleman right here. As you can see the stylized weaponry of the Burgundians already by their faction leader. They have these nice tipped spears and javelins and stuff, and we'll get to that in the campaign, but they have exploding weapons. Exploding with great quotation marks. They're ridiculous though. They're Germanic pagans, like everyone. And here's a little description of them, of course. So being part of the Barbarian King's culture, they have the New Kingdom's cultural trait, which is minus 50% building conversion rate, and their all unique faction trait is bred for the hunt. They have icy determination, which is plus 10% unit replenishment, which is amazing, and plus 15 food for every region with poor fertility. So they're getting free food when they lose their fertility, which I don't know if we'll see that in the beginning, but then we might, who knows. Their victory conditions are exactly the same as the other Germans, so that's that. Oh, well, not exactly the same, of course, these two. Actually, I think this one stays the same, but this one's different. And everything else is exactly the same. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into the campaign. So welcome everybody to the beginning of the Burgundians campaign. If you take a quick look at your screen, you'll see that you start off with two armies in the around the settlement of Ascucalis. One is led by your king, consists of 12 units. Your king's unit is Germanic nobles, of course. Everybody has Germanic nobles as their general. You have 2 units of Germanic levy, seen them before. 2 units of Germanic band, seen them before. 2 units of scattershot hurlers. Now these are unique, and look at their positives. They fire 3 projectiles. The Burgundian skirmishers just destroy stuff. Like if you put these up against any other skirmisher, they'll win. If you put them up against infantry, or while shooting at infantry, they'll kill them. It's crazy. And the barb skirmishers, of course, are the ones that have the explosive damage, I believe. Snipe. They have snipe. Oh no, that's hidden while. But that's still really good. That it's hidden while they're shooting. I mean, like, it's ridiculous. And then they have a unit of Germanic mounted warband, which you've seen before, and 2 units of Burgundian warhounds, which are I assume unique because they're Burgundian in the name, but, you know, warhounds. They have war dogs, don't forget that. Then your second army consists of 7 units. It's just Germanic nobles, Germanic band, 2 units of barb skirmishers, mounted warband, and 2 units of Burgundian warhounds. If you look at the settlement that you start with, you see that you have a torp, a salt deposit, which is quite cool, and a curing shack. If you look at diplomacy, you start off at war with the Varynians. You start off trading and with a non-aggression pact with the Rugians. Of course, they take up a part of this province, so you'd probably want to get rid of them if you wanted it for yourself. The Lugians are improving with you, and the Thuringians are just straight up neutral. That's all you know of in the beginning. And of course, the tech tree is exactly the same as everybody else's. Just different units, different names. Finally, if we take a look at the family tree, you can see it's actually quite large. Gebeka is your king. He's not married. He has 3 sons. Gundamar, Giselher, I don't know, and Gunther. Your heir himself has a son and a daughter as well. So that's quite cool. You have a nice family. Only your heir being married, though. And she has good traits. So yeah, you have 1 other noble, Wolfhard, and 3 candidates who I don't care about. So yeah, guys, that's the beginning of the campaign. Let's get further into this. So, as the Burgundians are part of the Longbeards culture, they also partake in the unique event chain known as the Lay of Yabor. Now, in the elements, faction focus, or campaign focus rather, I made him a general. In the Longbeards, I made him a governor, and that's what depends on these 2 things. So, I'm not sure which one I should take. Well, since in the Longbeards one we took the brooch, I'll take the sword again, and I'll do the opposite of what I did in the elements to see if there's another unique title for him. But either way, basically Yabor is a character that you forge yourself, and depending on your choices, he can become either a great general or a great governor, from what I've seen, or kind of a mix of both. And yeah, he's he's getting ready to go out in the wild, become a man, and you have to give him a parting gift. So you either choose a fine sword or a brooch. I'm going to give him a fine sword. So as this journey goes on, I'm going to be showing you guys what really happens. So I'll get to you when the next part of the event chain goes on. So here we have the second part of the Lay of Yabor. Basically, he's traveling through the woods and he comes across a bunch of bandits attacking a group. In the group you see a poet and a priestess. Now for the elements, I chose the priestess, so I'm going to choose the poet and see what happens. And we'll see what happens in the next part of the chain. So here's another part of the Lay of Yabor. I actually haven't seen this, so I'm going to read this. In exchange for his life, the poet bestows a silver tongue on Yabor, enabling him to weave a shimmering web of words around the hardest heart. Soon he finds himself leading a band of adventurers attracted by word of his prowess. But fame begets jealousy. The brothers Ambry and Essie descend upon him at the head of a countless host, glittering with steel and malice. Holy cow, glorious charge or a clash of wills. It's got a glorious charge. I'll see you in the next part. So we've received Yabor, the Wrath of Godin. Yeah, it's the same description as what you'd see in the elements, but maybe his traits are different. Let's go take a look. So he's relentless attacker, +3 morale when attacking. That's very nice. Vendetta, zeal +1, and political action cost -10. He's spurned. Oh, that makes him. Wow, he has no loyalty. Oh, that's great. Godin's Blade. Zeal +7, melee attack +15 for the entire force, and +15% melee damage for the entire force. Holy cow. But randomly he got a he got power to the oars, okay. Wow, so that's pretty cool, except for the fact that he has no loyalty. That kind of sucks. Yeah, guys, that's the Wrath of or that's the Lay of Yabor. Let's get further into this campaign. Hey guys, I'm doing a bit of a siege right now, but I wanted to show you some of the early game unique units for the Burgundians. So first we have these scattershot slingers. These are the guys that shoot 3 projectiles at a time. As you can see, they're nice and hardy looking, like the rest of these guys. These guys have been absolutely amazing in the campaign so far. And the other unique unit, we have these barbed skirmishers. Yes. These guys are just devastating. I've been fighting, now they're not the most armored things in the world, but I've been fighting the Danish warlords and stuff like that, or the Nordic warlords rather, and those javelins, and the skirmishers for that matter, just rip them apart. And if you watched my Longbeards campaign, you can see me struggling against these guys so much. Or was it the Pix campaign? I'm not sure, but one of the campaigns, I just got my ass handed to me by the Burgundians because their skirmishers are a little OP. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to show you what they look like, just so we get this done before the end of the video. And I'll see you later. So, guys, welcome back. Or, jeez, welcome to the end of the Thuringians. Thuringians? What? Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Burgundians. Thuringians are like these guys. No, that's Lugians. That's Rugians. Maybe whatever. Okay, the Burgundians campaign focus. We've done quite a bit. We moved from our home of Askakalus, I don't know, and we just went in a bit of a circle here. We subjugated 2 factions, the Angles and the Danes. Although I did originally own this, and then it rebelled, and the Danes somehow took it back. Jeez, I don't even want to talk about how stupid that is. But, yeah. So this is what we got done. Just some early tips. Definitely attack these guys as quick as you can. I managed to wipe them out within the first year because I joined both my forces then besieged, because you can get your army right here the second turn they attack there, and your units are way superior to whatever they have. You just have to let them walk into you, and your skirmishers will do the rest. Now, because of a certain tech, I actually unlocked these barbed javelin men, and these are of course even better than the other guys. They have an amazing rate of fire and all that good stuff, and of course the exploding javelins and stuff. But yeah, guys, they're definitely out of the Longbeards culture pack. I'm sorry, I'm zooming in and out all the time. I don't know what I'm doing. Um, out of all the Longbeard factions, I would say that these are the most unique out of the three. Sure, the Longbeards and the Elements have their different units and stuff, but they feel kind of samey. They're just, they're just Germanic warrior units. But these guys actually have like these light armored skirmishers and stuff that just do so much damage. And of course, their starting position is more north, so you're fighting more of the more like the Slavic and the Norse factions as opposed to just the Romans and other Germanic factions, which is really nice. And honestly, I'd almost say I had more fun with this campaign than the other two. So do I recommend this campaign? I sure as hell do. It seems like the Longbeards are for getting into the game. The Alamans are for the people who want a bit of a challenge. The Burgundians are the fun of this culture pack. It's very entertaining watching people walk into your skirmishers and just pretty much just all falling down at the same time. It's quite entertaining. So yeah, they definitely get a recommendation from me. And yeah, that concludes the Longbeards DLC in these campaign focuses. I'll probably be doing the Franks and Saxons next, depending on what you guys ask for. But yeah, this has been Overkill as always, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.